Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Eagles going up against the Packers. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he heads up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
58.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's got time. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the former Gamecock, Spencer Lanning, on to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Here we go now. No, check. Patriot. Back to that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green.
On second down, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Here we go now.
Now Wentz on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Surveying the field. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Rodgers now on first down. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Rodgers going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Rodgers to throw on second down. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped how the guy could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he floated one out there incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 3rd and short. This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, rolls. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Their big tight end taking it in. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And you don't see the fake field goal often. Here it works for a touchdown.
And sometimes you see it called in the biggest stages. How about a couple of years ago, Packers-Seahawks, and the Seahawks trying to rally, fake field goal, help them win it and go to the Super Bowl.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. On first is Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing is Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 48 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Wentz to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. What a spin. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go again with Rawls. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And they're going to go soft on the corners. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Austin's got it left side. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Stays on his feet, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground. I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two, you got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
Now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They run with a power back, Rawls. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And the Packers pick it up.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Ashawn Robinson, coming out of the University of Alabama, a big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. From the gun on third down, Rodgers finding time. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here's Spencer Lanning now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Wentz on third down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And now here's a carry heading left. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Ball on the 3, 3rd down and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Packers have controlled the flow, but it hasn't given them a big advantage. The Eagles won't care how much their offense is on the field as long as they find a way to advance in these playoffs. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Third down at the 27. They're going to come away with another sack. This one ends up as a loss of 11. Packers with the ball, end of the first. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Third down from inside the 20. They're going to get to the QB once again. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Offense out now after the fumble. He'll take the run up the middle, and he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. Eagles on top by 6. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Drops it underneath for Rawls. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll hand to Rawls. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me. And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Packers defense, they ready themselves here.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw. Now, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On play action, Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A huge play there on the screen pass. 64 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green-Beckham there to make the grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And we move our focus to Thomas Rawls. He is fully awake now if he didn't get off to the start that he normally does. They've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? Think that's what went down? I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head is that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's got time. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Time running out here on the play clock. Wentz now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to shake him off. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route, is to throw slants throughout the ball game, so when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Now Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play, now it's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air on second down, it's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Rodgers to throw once more. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll run it here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Now Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense. They've played excellent. Another stop here, that would just be the icing on the cake.
You definitely want to finish things off the way it's gone throughout the day, and it's gone awfully well for them. They don't want to give up any type of a fluke, any type of a big play here. That'll leave a bad taste in their mouth as they go in and celebrate.
Yeah, they want that good cake taste, right?
No doubt about it. That 6-layer cake. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Rodgers. Drops it underneath for Rawls. Sheds a 2nd man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing is Rodgers. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. We need 18.
Rodgers again now. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver, 32 yards. And the Packers get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.
You